there, my name is Rachel. If we've never met before, or if we have, welcome back. I like to talk about ascension, spirituality, holistic health, overcoming challenges, suffering, Buddhism, enlightenment, twin flames, intimacy, codependency, a lot of really deep stuff. And that is because I've always been a deep person. I'm an ancient soul. I'm really old. And I've been through a lot of lifetimes here on Earth and other lifetimes elsewhere. And this lifetime is definitely a culmination of being a teacher and a leader and a healer and a guide for many. And yeah, I've just learned a lot. So I like to share those messages with people. A lot of them, those messages are meant for the collective, humans in general. But there are people, if they want to work with me more closely, one-on-one, I do readings, coaching, energy healing as well. And today, the message that I want to talk about is living your most divine life, which I feel like I am doing at the pretty young age of 30, almost 31. But the last couple of weeks I was not having visions, but I don't know, maybe really seeing the timeline of my life, being able to kind of, like I said, I don't know, go above and look at the timeline, right? Because I'm almost 31. So if I break life down into 15s, right? I was 15 years old. Now I'm 30. The next 15, I'll be 45, and then 60, 75, 90. Like, we don't even really get that many 15-year slots. But those are very different time periods of life. Being an adolescent it's weird because you only get that for so long, yet it's so formative, right? Because your brain is forming when you're younger. And then it's figuring out how to be an adult and make money and survive and navigating relationships and who you are in the world and who are you as an adult. And then middle-aged is going to be a little bit different. Like, okay, well, now I'm doing this career thing. Here's how my relationships have gone up until this point. You know, there's just, it's very different time frames, which is fine. And I just have had this experience where we're very conditioned to go after, you know, have a house and a partner and build a family, and that's what you're kind of running after. But we don't really talk about anything else. And as someone that has needed to be patient for those things, I've had so many challenges, and all of those things just keep coming back to, I need to choose myself. And I have done that, and self-love is cool and all, but it's also like, I need to make money in this world to survive, you know? So how do you make it all make sense? Sometimes it doesn't make sense. Sometimes it isn't logical. Sometimes it is just hard and difficult and you're in your feelings. However, like I said, going through all these experiences and needing to choose self-love and myself after being heartbroken and abandoned and rejected and betrayed and not feeling loved and not feeling enough and putting myself out there and getting hurt. I know that I'm living my most divine life because I'm doing what life is all about. It is about feeling. The human experience has a lot of emotions and feelings to it. I'm also doing my most divine life because I'm going after a life that feels really good to me. Freedom is really a huge value that I'm all about. I'm not gonna do this 9-to-5 thing. I'm not gonna have 5 days of running ragged and making myself sick. I can't do it. I burned out at 21 before I even had a job, before I even had a relationship. So to have certain experiences that have shaped me into who I am and where I'm at value-wise, and what I will do and what I won't do, and what I will go after and what I will not go after. It's been hard at times because not everyone's having that same path as me, so it feels very isolating and lonely. Yet, if you want, one of my favorite quotes is, if you want something that you've never had, you have to do something you've never done. So if there is a big group of people that are doing something, but it's not even something that I want, I have to do what they're not doing because I don't want that. And what this message is about is living your most divine life. If you are in this, whatever, not rat race, but I can think of multiple examples of people. Like, one person I knew or know went to school to become a teacher, started to be a teacher. I don't want to do this. Then she went into something else. Another couple or people, they're in a relationship, have a couple kids now. I saw him on a dating app and I was like, I don't think she knows that you're on here. Another example, there's someone else that social media, this is the relationship I have, here's my kids, yet he's not even happy in the relationship. My own personal experience growing up, some of my friends would come over, and once my parents divorced when I was 16, so high school, they were like, your parents divorcing? Like, why? You know, because on the surface, I mean, they did have a cute relationship, but some of the things I experienced were more under the surface and the subconscious and the ups and downs and the behind the scenes stuff that really affected me. So living your most divine life is honoring all of those aspects, because what people have been doing is they're, what's the word? I'm not gonna know it. But like pushing away the bad. That's the shadow. So denying the shadow. Like, oh, everything's fine. Yeah, we're happy, we're good. But what's really happening is that they're not happy and they're not good. Their needs aren't being met, but they're forcing themselves to be in these boxes and these perfect little picturesque, like, everything's fine. And part of why I want to be a healer is because I know what it's like to try and fit into that box and suffer. And I'm like, this sucks. Like, I hate this. I don't want this. And I want other people to be free from suffering so they can truly feel like they're living their authentic and most divine life. But the reason people don't do that is because of fear. They're people pleasing. They're afraid of the unknown. They don't know what's going to happen. There's stigma. There's, you know, family members that are like, you can't be gay, and someone's like, I kind of think the same sex is attractive, right? But then they're gonna keep playing small because they're so afraid that their family's gonna freak out and not love them. Yeah, it sucks, it's hard, and it's scary. Yet, what you want and your most divine life is on the other side of that fear. Your liberation is on the other side of that fear. So if you want one-on-one support with that, I'm happy to do emotional freedom technique work, emotion code, energy healing, a reading, coaching. That's what I do. Here's the problem and the challenge and the issue that's really keeping you small and hating your life, and you want to be over here, where you can be your most free and liberated and awesome and amazing and just exude that energy out into the world. But if you don't know how to get there, that's what I like to help with. I will say, if you start on that journey, awesome, kudos to you. I've been on it myself. Welcome to the initiation. It does not take 1 day or 2 days. You didn't get there overnight, so be realistic. I would say the biggest chunk of my journey was 5 years, day in and day out. So there are mentors and guides along the way who are going to shorten that window for you and who can be really powerful and amazing. I've had many myself, which is also why I like to give back, and I've learned so much from working with all of them. But I don't want to say, like, it's not a quick fix, and I'm never going to be the one to say that. We want a quick fix because we don't want to do the work. We want things easy, but your most radical, liberated, completely different life is going to take some work and time to get to. It's going to take you being accountable, swallowing your pride, having difficult conversations, feeling some difficult feelings, being uncomfortable, being out of your comfort zone. But it is really, truly true that everything you want lies on the other side of fear. Because fear is this, it's your mind keeping you safe because your mind doesn't want you to get hurt emotionally or physically. But it keeps you in these, I don't know, I always see the visual of like a jail cell, like behind bars and just in a little tiny room. Like, I'm safe in my comfort zone, like here's where I'm at, this is what I know, right? Because if you step on the other side of those doors, oh, what's out here? It's kind of scary. But then you poke your head around the corner and you see, those are some people over there. I want to get to know. What are they talking about? Or, there's a painting or a mural over there that I've never seen before. What if I lay my eyes on it? Maybe it is someone and you're like, I'm very drawn to them. And you don't know why, right? It's not logical. But you meet them and you learn something. It might hurt. But what comes before the hurt is really getting to know someone and opening your heart to a level and degree that you never have before. Just as an example. But again, if you want any support, I always share free resources and tools as well because there's so many out there. Let me know if you need any ideas. And I'll leave you here. Go out, live your most divine life. Tap into your soul, tap into your heart, your intuition. Understand that your ego and your mind and your fear might keep you in conditioning and chasing dopamine and tapping into all these distractions. So just become aware of that. There's a whole quantum and cosmic and galactic field out there that we are tapping into and plugging into, and the more you can be intentional about that, the more you actually can have miracles and manifestations, and like I say, miracles to overcome stuff that you think you're never going to. So I will see you soon. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.